Welcome to Module 12. This module focuses on Power BI for transforming raw data into actionable insights. We will talk about connecting to data, transforming and modeling it, creating calculations, building visualizations, and sharing reports. Let's review the objectives for this module. You will be able to describe how Power BI services and applications work together. You will learn how to transform data using appropriate tools and sources. You will create calculated columns, measures, and tables to support analysis. You will establish relationships between datasets and optimize your data models. You will also learn to format time-based data for hierarchical analysis and build common visualizations using Power BI. Keep these objectives in mind as we move through the slides. Power BI is a business intelligence tool that lets us connect to various data sources, clean and structure that data, create interactive visualizations, and share our insights. The diagram here illustrates the workflow from raw data to actionable insights. Notice the 4 steps: connect, clean, visualize, and share. Each step is essential for producing accurate and meaningful reports. Here are the examples: show table and chart outputs from Power BI. Why Power BI? It's one of the leading BI tools in the world. Over 97% of Fortune 500 companies use Power BI, and there are over 6 million users globally. The infographic shows the widespread adoption and emphasizes the career benefits of mastering this tool. Learning Power BI can significantly enhance your analytic skills and employability. Power BI has 3 main components, as shown in the diagram: desktop, service, and mobile. Desktop is the primary application for creating reports and analyzing data. Service is the cloud-based platform for sharing and collaborating on reports. Mobile allows access to your reports on smartphones and tablets. Understanding how these components interact is crucial. Here is a screenshot of Power BI Desktop. This is where most of your work will occur. Notice the Power Query Editor highlighted here. It's used for transforming and shaping your data from desktop. You can also publish your reports to the Power BI service for sharing. Keep in mind that desktop is free and contains all the necessary features for report creation. This image shows the Power BI service interface. The service is cloud-based and allows sharing and light editing of reports. Note that free license users have limited editing capabilities compared to pro users. The service also provides collaboration features, allowing multiple users to interact with dashboards and reports simultaneously. The workflow for Power BI is illustrated here. First, connect to your data using desktop. Next, transform and model the data. Then, create visualizations and build reports. Finally, publish the report to the service for sharing and management. Notice the loop in the diagram. It indicates that this process can be iterative, and reports can be updated as data changes. Let's walk through the interface. We will have 3 views: report, data, and model. First, the report view is where your visuals are placed and arranged. There are 5 main areas we will need. The ribbon displays common tasks associated with creating reports and visualizations. The canvas is where you drag and drop fields to create charts, tables, and other visuals. The Pages tab at the bottom allows you to add or switch between multiple report pages. The Filters pane lets you apply filters to your data. The Visualizations pane provides chart types and customization options. The data pane shows all your fields and tables. Notice that you can collapse the visualizations and fields panes to maximize your workspace. These screenshots provide additional tips. You can switch between report, data, and model views using the icons on the left. Collapsing panes gives more space on the canvas for arranging your visuals. Understanding these interface elements is key to navigating Power BI efficiently. Power BI Desktop supports multiple data sources including Excel, CSV, databases, cloud services, XML files, and even websites. The screenshot here shows the list of supported sources. Knowing which source to connect to is critical for the accuracy and reliability of your report. In the Navigator window, you can preview tables or entities from your selected data source. You have the option to load the data directly using the Load button or to transform it first by selecting Transform Data. Transforming data before loading ensures it's clean and properly structured. This screenshot shows the Transform Data tool within the Power Query Editor. You can shape and clean your data before it's loaded into Power BI. This includes removing unnecessary columns, changing data types, splitting columns, filtering data, and creating calculated fields. Using transform data effectively is essential for accurate analysis later on. In this screenshot, we see the Power Query Editor interface. The left pane lists all queries, one for each table or entity. The center pane displays the selected query's data, and the right pane shows applied steps. You can interact with data using the ribbon at the top. This is where you begin shaping your data for analysis. Right-clicking a column in the center pane displays available transformations. Examples include removing a column, duplicating it under a new name, or replacing values. Splitting text columns by delimiters is also possible. These transformations allow you to prepare your data accurately before using it in reports. The ribbon in Power Query Editor contains additional tools such as changing data types, adding scientific notation, and extracting elements from dates like day of the week. Once your transformations are complete, select Close and Apply to save the changes and load the data into Power BI Desktop. Each transformation you apply appears in the Applied Steps list on the Query Settings pane. If you make a mistake, you can undo any step from this list. This makes it easy to experiment with data shaping without fear of losing your progress. Using filters allows you to remove specific values from your model before loading the data. Selecting the drop-down arrow next to a column opens a checklist of filter options. Filtering helps reduce clutter and focus your report on relevant data. The Append Queries tool lets you add data from one table to another. Power BI Desktop attempts to match columns automatically, which you can adjust if necessary. Merging and appending are essential when combining data from multiple sources. You can create custom columns using the Add Custom Column tool and write expressions in M language. This allows advanced transformations, calculations, or logic to be applied directly to your query. This slide shows an example of removing a column and creating a new calculated column. You will find the file attached to the Blackboard page. To create a visual, drag a field from the fields list onto the report view. Power BI automatically recognizes certain data types, such as geolocation, and may create a map visualization. You can further customize the visual using the Visualizations pane. After creating visuals, you can publish your report to the Power BI service. Use the Publish button on the Home ribbon. This allows sharing and collaboration with others. In Model View, you can see all tables, columns, and relationships. Relationships link tables based on related fields, which is crucial for accurate calculations and cross-table analysis. You can visually manage these relationships here. To create a relationship, Drag a field from one table to a corresponding field in another. To remove a relationship, right-click and select Delete. These actions help you structure your data model correctly. Right-click a table or column in Model View and select Hide in Report View. Hidden fields are not deleted, they just won't display in visuals, keeping your interface cleaner. Auto-Detect can identify relationships automatically, or you can manually edit relationships. Advanced options include setting cardinality and cross-filter direction. One-to-many and many-to-one are the most common. One-to-one is used when each value in both tables is unique. Understanding these ensures your calculations reflect the correct relationships. Calculated columns allow you to create new data fields based on existing columns. For example, combining country and zip to create CountryZip. Select Data View. Then New Column from the Table Tools tab, and use DAX formulas after creating the column. You can establish relationships or use it in visuals. To create a calculated column, select the data view from the left side of the report canvas. In Data View, select New Column under the Table Tools tab. Enter a DAX formula in the formula bar. The bar provides suggestions for functions and columns to guide you. After creating the CountryZip column, it can be used to establish relationships between tables in Model View. Drag it from one table to the other to link them. Returning to Report View, notice that each district now displays correctly, reflecting the new calculated field. Calculated columns are fully integrated into visuals. Hide unnecessary fields in the Fields pane to keep your workspace organized. Right-click a field and select Hide. Existing visuals using this field remain unaffected. Use the Sort by Column tool in the Column Tools tab to arrange data logically. For example, sorting months chronologically ensures proper display in charts. Sorting correctly improves visual clarity and prevents misinterpretation. Always check that your sort aligns with analysis objectives. Measures are dynamic calculations. Select New Measure in the Modeling tab, enter a DAX formula, and apply it to visuals for aggregation. Power by suggests functions as you type. Ensure date fields are correct for time-based measures. Use Alt+Enter for line breaks in long formulas. Measures are reusable across multiple visuals. Drag your measure to a visual to apply it. It dynamically calculates values based on the underlying data, offering flexibility in reporting. Calculated tables store derived datasets within the model. Create a new table in Data View. Enter a DAX formula, and use it for cross-joins or intermediate calculations. Date fields in visuals are automatically split into year, quarter, month, and day hierarchies. This allows drill-down analysis without additional preparation. Enable drill-down to navigate through hierarchy levels, such as year to quarter. Arrows in the visual indicate available drill levels. Click on bars or lines to drill down to more granular data. Continue until you reach the desired level of detail. Use the double arrow icon to drill through all data rather than a single selection. This gives a complete view across all periods. Visuals communicate insights, charts and tables help identify patterns quickly. The images show common examples like bar charts, line charts, and tables. Drag fields from the Fields pane onto the report canvas. Power BI may generate a default table or chart. Select a chart from Visualizations pane, then drag fields into axis, values, legend, etc. The visual updates automatically. Use the paintbrush icon to adjust formatting, background, alignment, title, and data colors. Each visual type offers specific formatting options. Combine multiple measures in one chart. Example, line plus clustered column to compare revenue versus quantity sold. Drag fields into column series to split data. Add a slicer visual to filter data interactively. Example, filter by year or region. Place the slicer on the canvas and map the field. Drag the field into the slicer. Check boxes appear for values. Select one or multiple to filter other visuals dynamically. Adjust slicer to allow multiple inputs, single select, or add select all. Change orientation to vertical or horizontal to optimize layout. Power BI supports bubble maps and shape maps. Bubble maps show data points geographically, shape maps highlight areas. Select Map Visual, add location field, size bucket controls bubble size. Accept city names, airport codes, or coordinates. Adjust bubble size with size bucket to reflect values accurately. Select Field Map, assign location and size fields. Shape maps highlight area level data differences. Use Table Visual to display detailed data. Field Order in Values bucket controls column display order. Adjust field order to present data logically for analysis. Matrices allow multiple category headers on rows and columns. Numerical values are automatically totaled, useful for hierarchical or multi-dimensional data. Drag to fields to X and Y axes to create a scatter plot. Initial visual may show a single point. Add legend or size for segmentation. Add fields to legend for color coding and size for bubble size adjustments. Use outlines, labels, and color adjustments to improve readability. Add a time-based field to play axis to animate data over time. Selecting a bubble shows movement paths. Show changes in a value over time or process. Drag category and Y-axis fields. Increases in green, decreases in red. Visualize progress through a process, such as a sales pipeline. Assign category and value fields to the funnel visual. Change default visual colors or customize each element individually using the Show All slider. Set color rules based on values or measures to highlight trends or anomalies. Add min, max, average, median, percentile lines to visuals for context and insight. Adjust page view, fit to page, fit to width, or actual size, ensures proper display across devices. Change page size via Page Size menu. Make sure no visuals are selected before modifying. Add text boxes, images, or shapes to enhance visual design. Select elements from Home tab. Use bring forward or send backward to manage the order of overlapping elements for correct layering. Duplicate pages to reuse visual layouts for similar analysis. Right-click tab and select Duplicate Page to save time and maintain consistency.